Hey everyone, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Las Vegas house and the Las Vegas summer plant haul. I went today to my local nursery and I usually don't find anything interesting there. I know you guys see on Thursday's check-in, I stopped by, my neighborhood nursery or garden centers. I never really find anything interesting, but when I went to go pick up supplies for my Hourhead mix, I came across a handful of plants. So I wanted to share with you the plant haul here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to take all of them back to Santa Monica and we're going to do a planting with Jewelyn. So give this video a big thumbs up. Really quickly, before I get ready and head out to work, I'm going to talk about the plants that I have repurchased more than once and we're buying them again. I don't know why, but if you guys watch the channel, you know I purchased them up to 3 times, and then after that I'm definitely going to say this is going to be a hard pass. I love the plant, but it just doesn't work in my plant life and maybe in Santa Monica or in Las Vegas, and that's fine. The first plant that I want to talk about is my Pepperomia prostrata. This is the string of turtles. I was very shocked to see a bunch of them for sale here in Las Vegas. I originally purchased my string of turtles, I believe, in San Diego. It did not do well. I paid more than double the price in San Diego a couple of years ago, but I think now this plant is a little bit more common when it comes to Pepperomias. I know a couple of years ago the string of turtles was not that common. Really a very, for me, dramatic plant. I know a bunch of you guys have this plant and it does really well. It's a very easy propagator too. So we'll see how this plant does again in Santa Monica. I think at one point it was living in my patio about the same size as this, and it just didn't do well. I think maybe it had to do maybe with my travel schedule, work schedule. So I'm gonna give it another try. I'm trying to think if I ever repurchased it prior to that, other than my mother plant in San Diego, but that was a couple of years ago. So seeing it in Las Vegas at a retail space, I said, you know what? I'm going to try it again. It is now half the price that I paid years ago. And I feel like maybe sometimes plant prices in Las Vegas may be a little bit cheaper, but there's not a lot of variety here compared to California. Comment down below if you can agree. But this is one of my repurchased plants, Pepperomia prostrata, string of turtles. Now, another plant that I am repurchasing is my string of hearts. Now, my string of heart collection in Santa Monica is pretty big. I have 1, 2, maybe three of them, and they're all different shades. According to this one, this is the Silver Glory string of hearts. I want to say maybe I might have this variety in my patio. I'm not too sure. But I'm kind of interested when I do the planting with Jewelyn in Santa Monica how long the trails are, because I can kind of see it bunched up here. But I don't want to mess the plant up right now, so we're going to leave it as is. I see also some blooms here, so I'm looking forward to seeing this in the Santa Monica studio. Maybe I will have it on my plant shelf in the studio for a change because it's not that long. But my original string of hearts is in the bathroom and it is touching the floor. If you haven't watched the Monday upload prior to this one, it is my bathroom tour. You can see my string of hearts there, but I believe I may have the Silver Glory. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to like put these next to my other ones in Santa Monica to see if I have the variety. But I figure, why not? It looks like a very fun plant to repurchase. So let's talk about this plant here. This is a Pepperomia pepper spot. This is so interesting to me. It kind of gives me like Pepperomia red edge, I think is what it's called, or I'm gonna have to think about it, but I feel like I've had this plant before and it didn't do well for me, so I'm trying this plant again. As you see, there is that famous Pepperomia blooms that almost look like rat tail blooms, so it is in full bloom. But I'm kind of also interested to see like how well this grows in Santa Monica. I'm sure the trails are super long, and I'm sure this is a very easy propagator as well. But I want to say I might have had this plant before. I'm not too sure. But if not, this is going to be my first time purchase, and the Pepperomia collective is continuing to grow. Pepperomias are one of my favorites to collect. So this is the Pepperomia pepper spot. Comment down below if you have this plant. Do you find it to be an easy plant to grow? Do you find this to be a common plant, or have you ever seen this Pepperomia? because if anything, if this is not the one that I've had before, then this is the first time I've seen this Pepperomia in Las Vegas or in California. Now this plant here is my Pepperomia, I think Arrowhead is what they call it, the string of arrows. And I went to my neighborhood plant nursery a while ago. There was one left. I was kind of like on the fence of buying it. It didn't look in great condition and it wasn't marked down, so I decided to wait. And what do you know, they had a bunch of them for sale in this retail space, so I ended up buying one. So comment down below if you guys have this plant. And I know a bunch of you guys were telling me I should have bought the plant. Now several weeks later, here we are, and it is going to look amazing in the collection. Also, it has that string of bloom, which is like the same one as the string of hearts. So they have the same blooms, which is so pretty. Not very fun to dry. They don't look like anything special. So very interested to take it off of this and see how long it trails. And I'm gonna let it trail down. Another one that I thought was super cute. Did I need this plant? No. Arrowheads are pretty interesting. They either do really well for me or they do really bad for me. So I like to just kind of experiment every now and then. This was fairly inexpensive. It was just a couple of dollars. So I said, you know what, let's try. So this is the Dwarf Arrowhead vine. And it's just small and cute. Take a look at that. Very cute. Comment down below if you have this Arrowhead. Sigoniums are 50-50 for me. So let's see how that one does. And to wrap up today's video, this is in very bad condition. Moonlight philodendron. I'll take it for a spin so you can see the condition of it. There was several of them and they were all in bad condition. I took the one that I think could do best with trying to save. I'm trying to think if I had this plant before. I may have had it once and it didn't do good in the collection. Let's see how this one does. Comment down below if you have the philodendron moonlight. Do you consider it to be a common plant or not? So these are all going back to Santa Monica, and I just thought it was really fun to come across these plants here in Las Vegas, because you guys know I never really find anything interesting here in Las Vegas, and I tend to bring a lot of plants from Santa Monica to add to this collective. So comment down below if you have any of the plants in today's videos. What do you think about the quality of the plants? Do you think that these are common plants, plants that are rare? For the most part, I think they're 50-50. I think some of them are common for me, some of them are not. And I'm also looking forward to staking up this philodendron and seeing if I can give it a little makeover. Very happy to see more trailing houseplants added to the collection. And stick around because these are coming back to Santa Monica and we're going to be doing a planting with Jewelyn, and I'm going to plant them up and style them in my Santa Monica studio. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of plant life here in Las Vegas. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads. Between the main channel and the vlog channel, you get a video each and every day, and I will see you on the next one. Aloha from the Ninth Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. Happy planting. Bye.